See, what some people don't realize is that you can't stereotype my group as a hip-hop group. Hip-hop, because we do it all. Hip-hop, trance, pop, techno, rock, R&B, you name it, we've done it. It don't matter to me if the beat is hot, we gon' kill it. We out here to make music, bottom line. We have a whole lot of fans from different genres of music, so we gotta make sure that we keep a connection with connection. You know, connected like tension. Drop the lights, shine the spotlight. Then give me the mic so I can get the crowd hype and make them bounce, 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 bounce. It's B to the upper OC, high from the DACAVALOY. The Cat 5, bounce, 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 bounce. Here we go now, tell the people in the front, get it up. Tell the people in the back, get it up. Tell the people at the party, get a drunk, trying to get a buzz off that purple stuff. I can sweat too much cause it's spitting up. Passed out on the floor, you been getting up. Get up, till I get it crunk up in here. We make music. Some people call it hip-hop, trance, dance, rock, hip-hop. It don't matter, it's hot. We call it music, 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 music. So we make songs that it catch it and keep you connected like Tetris.
Rhythm won't stop my rhythm, you gotta understand. I was meant to hit them with more tracks back to back. Stack on, I'm moving the crowd by connecting genres. I'm not gonna stop this hip-hop, pop, rock, trance. Shake that ass, pop, lock, dance, move your hands. Hold your head down, up to the floor, but shifty, you feeling nauseous. Can't stand still and your back is arching. Be cautious, cause more than often kids get bent to this music pumping. On the floor bumping, bombing the head though, you never know. You really gonna connect those, so keep moving, non-stop, don't stop. Move with the music, it's hot.
We make music. Some people call it hip-hop, trance, dance, rock, hip-hop. It don't matter, it's hot. We call it music, 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 music. So we make songs that it catch it and keep you connected like Tetris. We make music. Some people call it hip-hop, trance, dance, rock, hip-hop. It don't matter, it's hot. We call it music, 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 music. So we make songs that it catch it and keep you connected like Tetris. Call it hip-hop, trance, dance, rock, hip-hop. It don't matter, it's hot.
Shake that ass, pop, lock, dance.
It's hot.
Dance, dance,
It's hot.
dance, dance, dance.
Give me the mic so I can get the crowd hype and make them. If you got a bubble butt, make it. If you got some beanie cups, make them. If you got an apple bottom, make it. Justine, make them wiggle titties. We make music. Some people call it hip hop, trance, dance, rock, hip hop. It don't matter, it's hot. We call it music. So we make songs that it catch it and keep you connected like Tetris. We make music. Some people call it hip hop, trance, dance, rock, hip hop. It don't matter, it's hot. We call it music, 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 music. So we make songs that it catch it and keep you connected like Tetris.
Now we're gonna give people a stream here. At least like 15-20 views, then we'll start. Sounds like a good time. Alright, I lied. Let's just get this on the road, shall we? Hey, what's up, guys? Hi! So, now, I find it really, really funny that my video on Sam ended up triggering so many people. You know, we went from actually seeing Thomas Schoenberger pulling this whole I'm Jesus Christ LARP bullshit, saying I'm going to the desert. Literally, I am going to munch on some rocks. Nom 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 nom. lo and behold, I end up being a good person, reaching out to a real in life friend, and the trolls are reeing at the top of their lungs. In fact, there's actually been freaking some veiled death threats, freaking conspiracy to freaking utilize letter agencies to put a crime on me that's not on me. Like, these people are really stupid. These people are very stupid. Because I've said this in every single stream that I have. Like, I see them as empty threats and just as little kids having fun, essentially, because all these grown-ass adults are acting like little kids. You know, there was something very interesting, too, and I'm going to give you guys some information. Now, there was actually an email shared by Thomas with Sam in it, and that was literally dated in January. Now, I'm going to have to look through my messages with Demetrius, but I'm pretty sure that it was end of November, early December that I ended up hooking them up. The text message about Zelidor Petrov, which is also Sam, it's just a name he used online for his channel, the text message between the friend and him is dated in June. So, literally, he was talking and conversing with this individual this whole time, which supposedly they were close. He said that his music was awesome, everything like that, and then he pops back from the desert utilizing Elizabeth Varing and everything, saying that an LEO appeared. But there was a interesting tweet that came out from Elizabeth Varing calling him out on his LARP bullshit. Now, I find that highly funny. That's all on my Twitter. Now, what I wanted to bring attention to today is something totally different. It's actually in the TS type deal right here. Bunch of screenshots from today. Alright. So, let's just jump right into this and see what we have. Alright. So, first off, now, this was actually sent to me. Alright? This right here is the Rogue Pianist. Now, looking up past things, it says, Thomas Schoenberger, consultant. I question all authority, distrust media, compose music based on how I construct the world, and believe that all ego is frivolous. Now, I'm going to point this out. One, that totally contradicts everything, because you're showing ego by saying that you construct the world and you only portray it as how you construct the world. That's basically what's happening here, guys, is that he's living in a fantasy reality, throwing a bunch of freaking stuff out there at a wall, hoping something sticks. But you know what? Like I said, I've never done anything wrong in this whole thing. In fact, the Sam video was just to point out that there was a connection between several different things, such as Pavana, how everyone's been treated, and the actions and behaviors of paranoia as well as mindfuckery that was attributed to Sam. You know, it's funny. It's really funny. Now, we go through here. Alright, the day after I actually did my stream with Sam's in real life friend, the community started breaking up. That literally, people who were trolling people just started going elsewhere. Like Donna Emerald, breaking intel, folks. I'm leaving the madhouse known as the Untruth community. Best wishes to all people I've met along the way, but time to move on now. That is really, really weird. That is really weird. Not to mention, if you go through and look at TS timeline, you'll see that he's bitching that someone deleted videos on me. It seems as though he's disappointed, and maybe people are waking up that I'm actually freaking the one that's trying to say, hey, this is fucked up. I had nothing to do with Shadowbox. I had nothing to do with any of the other prior shenanigans. I only cared about the group that I ran, man. I put a year of my life teaching people, only to find that the people that we were solving the puzzle for were a bunch of fucking psychopaths. That right there is ridiculous. You know, just ridiculous. But supposedly, Donna Emerald is going to be cutting off everyone in the truth community. And that was triggered the day after I posted the Sam video. Now, like I said, he was hallucinating in the desert and everything, and then suddenly after my video came out, he pops up. Like, why? How did he get all the way from the desert fasting, hallucinating, to freaking being able to be on his freaking Twitter and be like, totally like, woo, I'm totally fine. I thought you were malnourished. It doesn't make sense. So, right here, like I said, is that tweet where he's like, she deleted the Sarwald video. Now, my question is that, like, for you, Thomas, is that, do you have people make videos on me? Because I'll tell you this, is that I do all of my own stuff. I have never once went and reached into another person's freaking YouTube and tried to be like, hey, I'm gonna puppet master. See, that's the difference between me and you, is that people come around and they see the freaking content that I'm putting out and they're connecting dots and they're like, wait a minute, I've been a part of this, or wait a minute, I've actually seen this shit happening in real time. Now, that is bothersome, because when you start seeing a bunch of people cascading like a waterfall, being like, oh shit, get out of the way, that's a sign. People are coming out now and being like, hey, I've been attacked by this group. Freaking so many people have came out. Like, gosh, it doesn't make sense. Now, if you weren't actually guilty of anything like that, you should have came out and been like, hey, you know, I don't know where this information's coming from, this is wrong, and to try to explain your stuff. But what happens is that you come back, you literally portray me as some sort of freaking kill game freaking specialist, which, hey, I will welcome anyone to freaking literally all my shit. I give no fucks, because I told people I would literally give my laptop up. I would literally give it up just to prove your douchebag ass wrong. It's freaking hilarious. Now, I'm going to tell you guys a little story. Now, back in December, he ended up telling Torpedo, which, if you guys see Torpedo online, you can ask him this, or if he actually comes on this stream and watches it, who knows, maybe he'll comment down there. Like, this is a narrative that was pushed on me to get me away from digging back in December. Now, I went and literally made a cybercrimes report. You know, I actually got in contact with my local police. So there is freaking proof that that has happened. So I really do hope that these people are conspiracy nuts. They do get the feds involved, because, you know what? Hey, here you guys go. Bam, everything I have. And then, not to mention, guess what? There's so many other people that are attributed that freaking literally aren't even in the mix. That, fuck, will come out, share everything, and be like, you know something? This dude was right. And that's what doesn't make sense in my head. None of it does. It's like fantasy reality fiction, like fake-ass bullshit. And then I get freaking told that I'm a LARPer. Nah, no. I don't like acting. I don't like freaking portraying a role. This is actually me saying, these are fucked up individuals. This whole community is a bunch of fucked up individuals, especially since all the people that are top dogs sit around on their asses and let all this shit happen to the people giving them money. Hell, I would think that if you were making money off of someone watching your content and someone ends up getting attacked through your video, you guys freaking be like, you know something, this is fucked up, I'm gonna protect my community. But that's where everything's skewered, because nobody really gives a fuck about their community. It's all about the dollar cash, yo. That's it. Everyone is basically freaking just sheep to these people. I mean, if you look at the Skate 3301 puzzle back in freaking 2018, it was the whole concept. Being herded like sheep to freaking be slaughtered, man. Like, beware false prophets for profit. Like, it's all over that fucking puzzle. And then it's just like a narrative that freaking these people play out and everything to just prove that it's a prophecy. Because, I mean, if it's happening and someone comes out and says, oh, I called it, and they have like 3 people, you know, it had to have fucking happened. You know, I believe it was lambs to the slaughter, you're meant to be raised or something. God, and then think about back into the puzzle, it actually says, enter a mutinous group of citizens. Suddenly, bam, I get an email and I'm dragged into it. It seems as though these people wanted to freaking drag people who were actually doing their puzzles into a real-life puzzle without them even knowing it. I've known that for a while. Things are fitting that pattern. It's like, bam, Seven's Exposed goes out and it's all over freaking Reddit as being fucking fake as hell. So it would make sense for them to drag in the leader of a solvers group that had a bunch of people, a bunch of fresh blood. You know, I didn't start getting attacked until I shut down my group. Holy shit. You know, and I've never actually got these people to say, hey, freaking watch your back. Oh no, we're gonna come after you. I know feds, I know Interpol, I know this. Well, I'm gonna tell you this, Thomas, and I'm gonna look at you right in the eye and tell you, shut the fuck up. I welcome anything and everything you fucking throw at me. The difference between me and other people who are interested in this is that, hey, you're right. At 17, I got in trouble. But that's already affected my life. So, me getting badmouthed for freaking outing a scammer who hurts people, that really doesn't affect me very much. Because I already have to freaking make money on my own and freaking fix computers, do shit around freaking my community, all that stuff. And Mr. Leaky, I don't know if it's all about a part of the puzzle, because I'm not part of that group that actually created the puzzle. I was an outsider that got dragged into this drama, and then I started investigating everyone, and the only people to come across to investigate and get information from were the people that are presenting things. But I don't share what they share. I share what I find. It's craziness. Now, here's another one. Today he went on a frickin' spree about me, guys. He broke laws. Let my investigator contact you. There's a file on him now. I already contacted Arkansas State Police, but coming from you, who has observed his cohorts, Sarwald is an ex-con. Dox people. And yes, you know what? 17, yeah, I'm an ex-con, but hey, I ran a dog rescue for my community for 3 years, and I was really well known in my community, and I paid back a lot more to my community after that. So, doesn't affect me. Already contacted Arkansas State Police. Okay, I really hope you did actually get in contact with Arkansas State Police because, like I said, they've already received freaking multiple calls. Alright? Like, in fact, I do have a screenshot of a conversation between me and Homeboy. Literally, me being like, hey, wow, they literally threatened my life. As soon as he saw the tweets that were going out, he fucking called. So, chronicled. That's what I'm saying, is that people don't understand. This, from my point of view and from what I'm doing, very, very real. It's not a LARP. I came into this community and I was known as a protector. I care about my community. I literally freaking was about learning, teaching. I'd put so many hours into freaking just reading scientific studies and shit, man. Teaching other people about freaking it. Nothing wrong with that. I think it's a lot more wholesome than what's going here. You know? And, yeah, Sherry, if they contacted the police here, they'd be, yeah. My whole family is totally aware of all this freaking everything. Like, it's stupid. It's stupid. And not to mention this off-base behavior that he's actually showing. Like, it's not doing anything for him whatsoever, which I don't understand. And I never doxed people. Once again, I'm going to tell you, Thomas. Once again, story never changes. Reports were sent to me by some of the people in your circle because they thought I was a nice guy. That's it. Simple. Now, next one. You know, last night Jay and I ended up bringing up, and we had a conversation, but this ain't really a part of it and everything. Come up with your own narrative instead of trying to use my content in any way I don't endorse. Just saying, Jay and Anna, like, I really thought you were a great friend and a great person, and I'm not going to end up attacking you whatsoever. I'm just saying that last night I was part of Ezekiel's freaking message with you back and forth because he was trying to show you that you used to fight against these narratives and now you're totally supporting them. You know, and that's what's confusing to a lot of people, including a lot of your closest friends that you made throughout this time. And people are really disappointed in the fact of how you're going about, because you know that by talking to me that I'm an alright person. I've never came at you sideways. I've never done anything to you. In fact, like, I remember prior to our stream, we talked and you were telling me how Thomas frickin' screwed you over, giving me everything so I would trust you. Like, literally. I hope that you frickin' realize that this right here is a bad situation. Get away from it fast as hell, Janon, because, one, you don't need to have anything to do with that shit, man. For real. Alright. Now, this screenshot right here, dude is literally seeing me everywhere. Alright? I kind of think he needs mental help with the fact that he believes he can predict things in all the conspiracy BS that comes out of his mouth. He is a danger to himself and others. Now, I really do believe that. Any man that can come out and actually state that they're going to predict that 2 people are going to have health issues and that people are going to die, that a church in France burned down, saying that he actually freaking did it. Like, that's someone who freaking can affect other people in such ways to create, like, a freaking following like he's a god. It does not make sense as to anything why he would do this or anything. He has to be sick. That's all I think, is I think Thomas is sick, guys. I really, really think he needs help. And I hope he gets the help that he freaking needs, because this is, like, crazy as fuck. But, as you said, that little creepy Sorrowwald has me blocked. That's part of his game. Sorrowwald's playing on underage boys in the Cicada Facebook group. Alright, I'm going to tell you guys is that I actually have a friend named Isaac. He's been through all this stuff and everything with me. He was in the Facebook group, helped me run it. Friggin', as well as Jethro was in the group, as well as Lestat was in the group. There was a lot of people in the group. Why is it that only Thomas's people are pushing this narrative when I had 1,700 people? You would think that freaking if there was 1,700 people in my group and I was being inappropriate, there would be some sort of freaking credible freaking shots and or anything. Now, I'm going to tell you where it all started. Because me and Python, when I first started, freaking, we got into it because he wanted to do Hex, I wanted to do Spectros. We were in the same server. And I got attacked by trolls. So I told the troll, bend down, touch your toes, and I'll show you where this wild goose goes. Now, anyone who knows movie culture will know that that is actually a Super Troopers quote. A Super Troopers quote. These assholes ended up running with it, spread it around the Discord servers right in the beginning. That was literally a freaking pedophilic remark, and it was stupid as fuck. Like, what they do is they take everything you say out of context, and they want to try to make you look bad. That's the thing. I don't care, because I know who I am. I literally know who I am. I've went through so much worse shit than this in my life that you gotta think. Thomas keeps pointing out, I've been to prison. Gotta think, if I was in prison, I might have saw some really fucked up shit in there. You know? It's crazy. Makes no sense. But, yeah, I did block him. And I blocked him early December, right after I put the federal report in. I also blocked him on my AOL account, because I have not gotten any emails since then after I blocked him, which I told everyone else to block him. Nobody listened. So now we have all this internet back and forth emails, blah, bullshit, overflowing like a mofo. You know, and then here's Wyatt, alright, ERP. He's going down. We hate pedos. We hunt them for sport. We hate them like we hate nothing else. Bobby, you will regret opening your mouth and breathing. Why am I going to regret opening my mouth and breathing? Is that because I've actually stumbled upon something that you guys might have been intertwined with? This right here sounds like a legit threat. And it's been chronicled, passed down the line, and other people have it. Not just me, so threaten me all you want. Now, this one. You look also at this creep's YouTube. His name is Bobby Sourwald, ex-con, gang stalker, etc. The guy Sammy mentioned just wasted a cop in Arkansas. I think Tafoyski and this lone cicada creeper doing a kill game. Whew, a kill game. No. It's more like I'm trying to stop a group of sociopathic freaking freaks that utilize the internet to do their every whim because they think that being in other countries protects them. Which, I'm going to tell you this. All you motherfuckers go around parading the whole anonymity thing. But the things that you guys do is what is going to censor the internet. Right now, it's freaking freedom. You can do what you want online. People like this are the reasons why they're pushing towards freaking harder laws online. Taking away your freedoms online. All you truthers really should be upset about this since you were on the whole Julian Assange kick. What the hell's going on here? Piece it together. This type of behavior is counteractive to what everyone wants. Stupid as fuck. Better picture of me, you know, because I needed to get the whole thing with the date, everything. It's great. So, here, he goes Nostradamus on me, alright? Like, he literally goes Nostradamus. 2 predictions. Both Sourwald and Nordstrom will have medical difficulties within the next 20 days. Both from previous maladies. Sourwald is serious. Sourwald is serious, as he will see once he gets his checked for his prostate issues. Hey, Thomas. I just want you to know, like, 4 weeks ago, I went and got a prostate exam. I got a colonoscopy. I had to drink that nasty ass shit because I keep up with my health. Sorry, buddy. Sorry. The only thing I got are hemorrhoids, and I'm thinking you're causing them. Just saying, man. Just saying. Alright. Ah! I lost my place. There we go. Now, why at ERP again? Alright. Now, stay away. Steve Outram, Solar 777. Man boys, man girls. These big boys will annihilate you. Why even play? You can't win. Didn't your mama or father warn you about playing with the big boys? You could get hurt. Seriously, learn from your elders, upstart millennials. Honestly, I think the upstart elders need to learn from the millennials, because Thomas and gang, you guys really suck. You guys really suck at gathering information. You really suck at freaking doxing people. You really suck at everything. I'm just pointing it out. You pointed out that freaking there was a list of IP addresses linked to freaking all of us, 4 months ago, and all the IP addresses were freaking Japanese? For Christ's sake, don't you think that someone who's in the solver community solving your guys' puzzles would look and backtrace freaking that information and compile? I mean, literally, I sat around and looked at your puzzle for about 8 months, coming up with things that freaking Debunking missed and other people missed. And, like, come on now. If I'm analyzing your puzzle, then I'm going to be able to piece together that shit. Just... Durr. Now, he's going down. We hate pedos. We hunt them for sport. Yeah. Stupid. And then he then said, good luck with catching me. They call me the wind, ha ha ha. And my laws and your laws contravene. So when I see bullshit and lies, I'm free to call them out. It's called freedom. You should try it. I ain't no one's slave, no one's boy. Yeah. Like, literally. I kicked the hornet's nest, obviously, guys. Like, my video literally got Thomas to come back, start threatening people, like, his friends threatening people's lives, freaking lining up for fake-ass shit. And here, alright, now, guys, I'm going to tell you this. This right here is called, what? It's conspiracy. LOL, even better. Put his ass on the radar with the local Fed office. You have the juice. Clueless lone cicada. LOL, what an idiot. Can I get a general consensus in chat what that is being called right there? What is that being called right there? Is that being an idiot? Can I get an amen in chat? I'm waiting for the amen, guys. In fact, while I wait for it, I'm going to make me a cigarette. Alright, I am back. Now, see, I got an amen. Oh yeah! But, literally right here, this is called being an idiot. You just literally said you were going to line up my ass on the radar for the local Fed office. I have a fucking report with the feds about you from December. Like, I have no idea what logic these guys are putting out of their ass and shit, because they can't be fucking serious. Because, one, if they did that, then they would freaking just prove exactly what I've been saying all along, what Jesse's been saying all along, which Jesse actually posted up his portion of the FBI Cybercrime Division report just to prove he made it. And I have one too, which I will end up posting up in the next couple days. Because you guys think that everything's funny. It's just like, wow. Wow, bro. Bro. Now, this is a tactic right here that gang stalkers use. They want you to think that you have eyes on you at all moments in time. They want you to become paranoid. They want you to look over your back. Which, I'll walk down the street not looking over my back and freaking I'll swing my ass and hope that someone comes and freaking literally says, hey, I want to attack you. It's fine. I really don't care. I've been through worse. You know, try walking the yard and actually freaking witnessing someone get shanked in the neck, bleeding all over and shit at the age of freaking 19. Pretty fucked up shit, and that happens in prison, man. Pretty fucked up shit. More shit than you could ever do to me, so. Oh. And then, right here, is the freaking screenshot between Sam Fullerton saying he's working 24 hours a day. Like, what was Samuel doing? Like, that's what I want to understand, is what was he doing? Alright? What triggered these people to have such a response that certain individuals in the community run for the hills? Friggin' Thomas ends up coming back from the desert after pulling his whole LARP-a-thon on Lepo. People resort to death threats. They resort to freaking threats of freaking federal stuff, slander, all this shit. What are they covering up, guys? That's all I ask for you guys to question. What are they covering up? Because, literally, if you're innocent of anything, why would you do this? Why would you go out and actually freaking do all of this? Doesn't make any fucking sense. And I've said that like 50 million times this stream. Yeah, Sherry, freaking murder by suicide. You know, and the whole thing is that from what the real life friend is actually saying, the text message that saying that freaking he was going to do the Zelador Petrov's show and everything was June. So January to June, they were in contact. And then suddenly he rolls over and says, oh, fuck Samuel, and oh, blah, 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 he was a horrible person, blah, 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 you're freaking promoting a cop killer. And I said, no, it's horrible what happened all around. I'm just saying that people need answers pertaining to their friends. That's all I said. And then suddenly, all these guys end up coming into my stream, trolling us while we're doing the stream, everything. Yeah, sun shining, that's the difference between me and everyone else. Like, I would not resort to doing that ever in my life. I don't believe in suicide. I think that, friggin' people should live their full lives. You know, life sucks sometimes, but there's no reason to go and end it prematurely because your next day could be the best day of your life. Like, who knows? Tomorrow might be the best day of my life. You know, the next day could be. You have to freaking have that mentality because not everything can go wrong forever. Just the way things are. You know? But literally, I don't want to keep everyone forever. I'll probably stream and talk for about another 15 minutes, and I'm going to get off here because I just wanted to update you guys on what happened after the fact of me posting that video. And it seems as though I pissed off a lot of freaking people, and they're coming out of their freaking shells being like, "Grr, I'm gonna get you, Mossad, FBI, you're some spy," and I'm just some random guy who clicked on a link online, found an internet puzzle, and was like, oh, I see something that other people missed, and I came in. That's it. Like, literally, I can even find my original comment on the Fright Night video that started all this shit, man. Like, crazy. You know? No, like I said, man, is that it goes a lot. I feel it goes a lot deeper than a lot of people actually realize. You know, I think that if we look at certain individuals, they have ties into other people, which I would actually state are influencers, and that right there is not a good thing. That is not a good thing because, in my opinion, people should not freaking go around and create narratives and shit. If you have something that you can prove fits, then you can present it. Like my emails and shit. Though that's certifiable proof of shenanigans. You know? Friggin' all these other people. If you look at TS, how many times has he used and switched up narratives on myself, Lestat, or anyone? Like, it is ridiculous. This man needs to honestly get offline. And it's something else, man. It's literally something else. But, yeah. And, you know, I'm going to point out something in my stream. You know, they made a joke about me being monetized. My channel is not monetized. But, you know what? I said right here at the bottom of the description, to those who actually do want to support me, there's a PayPal link. Because I had like 4 people ask me for it. And telling you that it's not needed. But if you guys want to, go ahead. Freaking make them read some more. I freaking don't care at this point in time. Because they're spreading around all this shit saying I make money off of freaking shit, all this other stuff, and no. No. That's not freaking the case. Now, hell, everyone else is, so freaking as a joke, bam, there it is. Only freaking show that I'm going to do that. Watch. It's going to be funny, because he's going to pick it up, and he's going to switch it around being like, oh, he's asking for money. That's our new narrative. And I find it funny to watch. It's hilarious. Redonkulous even. And it looks like I might have got a new subscriber. No? Nope. Just had a notification. Someone else is streaming. So, what is your guys' take on all this stuff, man? Like, what do you guys think? Like, is it fucked up? Is it ironic? Is it funny? Do you have pity for these people? Because I kind of pity these people. You know? I really do. It's like, there's a difference, freaking big time, in the way that everyone's acting after we posted that video. You know? It's freaking crazy, because what happened was, I was on Facebook, and I woke up, and I saw a freaking post in one of the cicada groups saying, hey, rest in peace, Demetrius. Friggin' next thing, I start looking into stuff, and then real life people freaking come and show up and like, hey, you know something? Can I talk to you? I ran the community. Of course you can talk to me. I'm going to tell you exactly what fucking happened. And then before I even told him, he was like, oh, mentioned this, started asking about freaking Cappy, started asking about all this other stuff that was freaking associated. And I was like, yeah, that's all like interconnected in this whole entire group. It's a clusterfuck of freaking psyop bullshit people that are just a bunch of rejects that couldn't join the military, so they have to LARP about being secret agents because they will never be a 007. You know, me on the other hand, I only jumped on here and my only purpose is that after all this stuff, I'm gone. I'm not gonna stick around YouTube, man. Like, you might see me streaming some video games and shit like this, and maybe I'll set up a platform for like mediating people who are fighting and shit, but I'm not gonna freaking fuck around with any of these people that are literally associated with that group of people after any of this shit. Done with it. Cicada 3301, the fake cicada, which is Thomas, which he's not even cicada, like I said. God. And what's up, Lestat? But, yeah. So, literally, since we have more people watching again, I apologize. But I'm going to go through and open up again and do this again real quick. So, do a quick slideshow because we only had like 9 people in at that time. So, these are the screenshots compiled thus far and there's a lot more. I just picked out the freaking funny ones, right? But you got to question that right there, guys. Consultant, I question all authority. So if you question all authority, then I'm going to tell you this, Thomas. Then you're like me. You have oppositional defiant disorder. Maybe that's why I can freaking pick up on every single thing you throw at me. Maybe our conversations about me and you actually being kind of similar when we were talking before you showed the douchebaggery. Maybe that's a little teeny bit right. Except for I'm not evil. I'm not a hurtful person. I don't want to hurt people. You do. Alright? Where you go and cause chaos, I'm more of the type that goes saying, hey, something's wrong that's being done, I'm going to stand up and oppose it. It's not actually freaking authority. I will bow to authority, police, everything like that. But to actual douchebags who are freaking doing stuff that are illegal, no. I'm not. I'm going to be like, hey, you're a fucktard. That's it. You know? Literally, and I appreciate that, Billy. Like, I'm not afraid whatsoever. It's just more so that I'm finding this as being comedic and just guy's telling on himself about so much shit. Yeah, I know, Dendonian. There is no intimidation. All I do is screenshot, comment at you guys, and tell you guys exactly what's happening. Like, I'm gonna be off of here, and I'm gonna be freaking chilling out with my lady friend and all that good shit in the next, like, 2 hours. So, not to mention Daniel Dowd, he's going to visit his girlfriend's family, who's actually in the Thumb in Michigan. So, who knows, guys? Me and Dowd, we might freaking interconnect and do a stream. Who fucking knows? Who knows? Probably in the future. Shit. And he is evil, a Sugarshine. Alright, but right here, quick run through. Donna Emerald ended up leaving the community after the video was posted. Very, very weird. Him noticing frickin' someone's deleting videos frickin' which were slanderous against me. Him actually frickin' stating that, once again, feds are after me. Considering that I have screenshots from Torpedo stating that frickin' 7 frickin' investigators were investigating me back in December, not to mention frickin' feds, Interpol, and everything. Good job, bro. Like, he broke laws. So he has an investigator, supposedly. LARP, LARP, LARP. Arkansas State Police. Well, that's the funny thing is that an actual person connected called me, and they live there. Now, you're out of state, so they don't actually take freaking reports out of state, per se. So you'd have to go to state to actually freaking certify who you're saying you are. Criminal investigation, buddy. Friggin' YDRP, Finn, blah, blah, blah. Like I said, guys, been a very, very, very interesting fucking day. Like, he's coming out and he thought that I was Truth Boom. Alright? Truth Boom? Oh, speaking of Elizabeth, guys, give me 1 second. Let me switch to Twatter. Alright? Let me switch to Twatter. You know, because it's been such a twat lately. I hate this new freaking layout. You know? Alright. Ah, come on, stupid screen. There we go. Alright, welcome to Twatter. Let's go to profile. Let's go. Alright, for all of you that don't know who I am and everything, I don't know how many new people are in there. Name's Bobby. On Twitter I go by Lord Squirrely, and that's a play off of the whole community giving me the name King Arthur. I more so thought Lord Squirrely fit because who's squirrel? You know, the whole attention type deal. Yeah. So, good play off words. But I've been actually posting stuff and everything. Old man's back into the fray. He's bickering behind TS and everything, where it's nice to know that you support TS and his illegal activities. I'm sure you will be looked into as an accomplice when all this is said and done. Posing as a doctor was bad enough when he did it, but you are now claiming to be some investigator? Ha ha ha. Now, right here is a freaking actual document from that thing, and it literally states that Dr. Schoenberger called. Alright, and that right there, evidence. Friggin' right here. Lord Squirrely. Conspiracy to utilize a letter organization for nefarious means without any proof. Archived. Yawn. Now, then, friggin' all that stuff. And as you can see, I keep all this stuff chronicled. You know, I actually had a friend of mine, young Atlas, hit me up and be like, stay safe out there, brothers. Like, I've actually had a lot of people freaking hit me up and say stay safe, and I respond to them the same way. I'm not worried. Don't worry. Now, there was an account that freaking showed up recently that was really, really interesting. And this account ends up verifying stuff in my previous streams about the connections of how the mutiny and everything started. Thomas tried to state that, having Jared state that essentially Lestat created the mutiny and it was all about him with chaos magic, all that good shit. Well, I tried to reach out to Jared during that time, and he told me that it was Lestat that was pushing the chaos magic thing, and the full email ended up freaking going live. Not to mention a bunch of shit that links back to 2015 that proves that Sophia Music, aka Thomas Schoenberger, was in fact in contact with Demetrius, at least by word of mouth, by this man right here, Fu Manchu. Alright, John Magnus is actually Thomas. Alright, Fu Manchu was part of my community. He knew Demetrius well. You know, he's kind of an out there guy. You know, friggin', I had some troubles with him and everything, and I was really, really surprised to find out that he was attributed. Now, I ended up reaching out in a Lestat stream yesterday. I gave him some screenshots showing a conversation, because I warned him about him being brought into narrative, and I asked him, and I was like, why didn't you tell me you knew Thomas? And he flicked out on me, saying, fuck my narrative, when this is not me. Like, I've had 3 people come to me thinking this is me, and I couldn't even get the freaking full goddamn emails from Jared. Which, let me find this. Now, Parody lives. LOL, LOL. I infiltrated Barbie's group, but as far as puzzle, it was created for me, and of course I had a hand in it. I infiltrated Game 23, and that is very interesting. They have no idea. LOL, LOL. So he's talking about infiltrating puzzle groups and or freaking fucking with people here. Fits the narrative of freaking what everyone actually is saying that he did to the cicada community. Alright. Now, if you give me 1 second, I gotta run into the other room and handle something. Read this, I'll read it right when I get back. walking on sunshine. Whoa, and don't it feel good? All right. Let's see. Now comes a reckoning. Dear Manuel and Artie, as promised, you thought I was all out of firepower. You underestimate my resolve in support of my friends. Your egos blinded you. You hoard yourself out for money and aligned yourselves with evil. And as I said, this year will bring curses to your lips and hard brittle luck to your door. And I do not need to lift a finger. Of course you don't need to lift a finger, because you just showed everyone what you do through your tweets. Like, you're kind of an idiot. Just saying. You see, it's already done. You chose the devil. Evil ego, you chose to harm and malign and target, and now there comes a reckoning. You failed to maintain your thirst for what was pure, and you had a head full of wine and become drunk and unruly, and you bellowed like a Manhattan sidewalk. Wow. What descriptive language. And you chose to demigod yourself, yet understand nothing, not silence, nor the darkness of quiet, nor the humility of kindness. You are both owned by the devil now, and the devil will have his dues. So you're calling yourself the devil. You're the only one that wants dues, Thomas, so you're calling yourself the devil. Oh, snap. Now, right here, parody lives. We are so much smarter than you. You think you are winning, but we have come up with some things that may throw you off balance. You see, you let an ego blind you. When you see your likeness, you are happy. But when you see your images that come into being before you and neither die nor become visible, how much you will have to bear. Your puzzles failed. Your embrace of things that you personally detest gives you a cold comfort. Your bad luck road ahead is going to prove to you that you are just not smart, period. Keep lying to people. Steve, Titus, me, Jib, Nathan, and others are enduring you, seeing you flounder like a fat fish. Now, guys, write in this email, and I'm going to actually freaking go and tell you guys, he just threw Steve, Titus, himself, Jib Cameron, and Nathan under the bus. Everything right in that freaking thing. Like, if any of you guys are watching this stream, like, I have no problem with any of you guys besides the fact that you promote this asshole and freaking his slanderous ways, but you need to be careful, because he is literally putting you guys in the hot seat to be thrown under the fucking bus. He is not your fucking friend. He literally will utilize every single one of you until there's none of you left. That's it. That's all that will happen. If it gets too deep for this man, he's going to roll over on the people he used to attack these people. It's called getting a plea deal. God. Like, and they still go mindlessly do this, not thinking, hey, if he's stupid enough to go out online and say all this slanderous bullshit, then guess what? He's gonna freaking be smart enough to fucking save his ass by throwing Steve, Titus, freaking Jib, Nathan, like Steve Outram. You have so many followers on your blog and shit, on your channel. You're a huge YouTube channel. Like, why would you want to be involved in an investigation and or anything that could turn into an investigation that could harm anything? Like, doesn't make any sense whatsoever. It's like you guys don't even care that this man is literally throwing your name through the dirt and making you guys look like you're plebs compared to him. Like, he's utilizing you like he's a king and you're the fucking pawns, where, you know what? You could just freaking literally just stop playing and disappear, and he'd still use your name. There's several names that are being brought up even to this day of people that haven't even been involved for a year and a half, almost 2 years. There's certain people that will not get involved, no matter how much freaking is done. You know, and then freaking person, obviously, you always lose demon. How does it feel to be a failure? Alright, THSTG. To Juno3313 and everything. He used this video without my permission. He has engaged in all sort of slimy backstabbing behavior. Zhao, I'm calling you out. You are a Judas, a thief and a liar, and many will soon know. I'm going to tell you this right now, guys. If you go to my Facebook, I'm actually friends with Zhao. I'm actually friends with Zhao on my fucking Facebook. He was part of my community. There's that Judas thing again, guys. Judas. Isaac Cappy, guys. Judas. Right there. How many times do people have to see the fact of him using biblical references to portray people in a freaking supernatural fucking light? Like, bam. It's fucked up. That is literally fucked up. Now, let's see. What else can I show you guys real quick? Here we go. The actual full email, guys. Full email for everyone to freaking see, proving that I was telling the fucking truth about the chaos magic and vortex mathematics. What brought me into this community was because Jared Fair ended up sending me this email without the email stamps saying that, hey, this is happening to Lestat. I stood up for Lestat, got sucked into Thomas. Thomas turned me against Lestat, and then I woke up. Right here, guys. The proof that everyone needed from the beginning of where I started this stupid fucking journey where everyone said I was fucking lying. Now I use a combination of chaos magic and vortex mathematics and a good sense of humor to stir the pot. Like, come on. Freaking John Magnus all over. That's true. But then again, two phrases, what are the chances of seek and you should be found? The path lies empty. If Cicada wished to disavow, why use the same content? It would be confusing and unclear despite the punctuation. Now, why the fuck is the man who's saying that he created Cicada portraying himself as he didn't create Cicada and he's talking about the fucking creators? You guys see this? You guys see this? Once again, that's true. But then again, two phrases. What are the chances of seek and you will be found? And the path lies empty. If Cicada wishes to disavow, why use the same content? It would be confusing and unclear despite the punctuation. God, man. Another question is, why should someone change the video description when it was already uploaded after Twitter? It was uploaded a day before the Twitter. Him in action freaking 2 years ago prior, which fits into the whole Duncan thing. Saying that he's freaking literally helped create the 2015 fucking group that Demetrius ran, aka Sam. So... ah, man. This shit's crazy, guys. Like, share you guys' thoughts, man. I'm rambling on here. You guys are just kind of like sucking this in. Yeah, like, literally. Go follow RHO. It's at BYXUWDYX. Take a look at all of his stuff and everything. Like, he even posted up because, one, I'm not this person. And he came to bat for me. I don't even know this guy. Like, he just popped up. So, He's picking up these false narratives. Other people are obviously freaking doing research into this and have more information pertaining to this stuff. Yeah, shit's a lot more than freaking crazy. But through the craziness, I think that there's going to be clarity. Alright? I think there's going to be clarity after all of this, because now people are coming out that have more information, that have the full fucking thing. Not just freaking screenshots of shit that proves that freaking, hey, this is where I started and shit. It just ridiculous. It is ridiculous. So, literally, that has been my day in a nutshell. Lee Veltman, I see you just followed me on Twitter. Whole thing is that I've made it a thing that I'm not going to be in contact with anyone in contact with Thomas and everything. He actually mentioned you in a tweet, be it yesterday, and everything, saying that thanks for the research, shit like that. If that was just a ploy to get people not to trust you, then let me know. But literally, I don't want to talk to anyone who's actually been associated and or worked with Thomas Schoenberger. Sorry. It just... yeah. But literally, it just, I live by a rule, better safe than sorry. You know, I do welcome you. If you have any evidence on this, do a stream yourself and everything, and actually prove what you have on this situation. Then people would actually know that freaking Thomas is legit fucking lying about you. But at this point, it's just more so that kind of a safety measure, I guess you can say. So don't take offense, Lee. It just, yeah. After all this shit happens, it's like, no thank you. Now, let's see. Go down to profile, go back down to my profile. Go share more, blah, blah, blah. Here, RHO, dump number 3, rabbit hole from Mr. T to redactive and ourselves related to Liber Primus a while back. It is Lord Squirrely. Hannah Bananas. At Lord underscore Squirrely. But let's see. And then this is actually, he tried to push the fact of the fleur-de-lis in the puzzle to me in conversation. Thomas did. So this actually fits into everything that I've seen. On that Onion site, you will see the writing, "Welcome, Pickram. It was your duty to return here, and from this place begins your journey." Holy crap, your journey begins. Here he talks about kind of a D-Day is Dead Man Switch and what comes with it. Like, there's so many things that this person posts up that is just freaking the craziest thing ever. So, I found it. The Croix Press de Legues, or whatever. Parody Lives, April 21st. Okay, so tell me about this. Why aren't you telling him about that? Now, right here, RHO. Cicada 3301. Now, this person right here does not own and is not affiliated with Trademark right now at this point in time. We got that news from a previous stream. Now, registrant Michael Levine, individual, United States, California. Alright, last listed owner Primus Holdings, LLC, liability company, California. So, literally, it is listed as entertainment service, namely conducting alternative reality games. Why is the person who is on the trademark for an online augmented reality game allowing this individual to go and attack the people who follow his puzzle? Can I get an answer for that somewhere? Why would it be that I reach out to Michael Levine and I ask him if he knows Thomas Schoenberger, and all of a sudden he says he doesn't want to be involved? Does that mean that you actually do know what's going on? Because that you own the trademark and the company, the business. Like, anything that freaking Thomas does, and if you know about it connected, it can be freaking funneled into your trademark. Like, it's... Come on, man. God. Now, that's a picture of Thomas and Michael Levine. Friggin' him at the awards with the cicada shirt. As you can see, he's actually sporting the cicada shirt. But now, this really bothered the in real life friend. Okay, first off, this man worked and utilized friggin' Sam supposedly to work on his music and or help him out. Where obviously, if that was the case and the Sony deal was brought up to him and all that shit, they were working really close and he thought very highly of him. But as soon as I put the stream up, there's no excuse for opening fire on a cop who was there to check if everything was alright. Look how Gangstalker Diane and Sarahwald, aka Lone Cicada, mirror language. They exonerated a cop killer, then blame me. No. Once again, I didn't blame you. I stated that I was the one who introduced you guys, that you have a past prior of fucking with people's minds, and he was a friend, and answers need to be found. That's it. That's it. So, fuck your couch. Now, this right here, this is actually Mindy coming out. Alright, Mind Inspired, which he used in a narrative on his timeline earlier today, stating, freaking, Mindy was attacked. Well, why is Mindy coming out here freaking literally saying that freaking TS was attacking her? Why is he using the narrative to freaking bring Mindy back into shit when there's a freaking screenshot right here with the fucking thing saying, are you willing to give the Big Fish Rebellion the info on TS? I found TS and friends harassed him during a friendship. Like I now know he was done to me. Big Fish is the guy that turned in the Pizzagate hack files at risk. Friggin' at risk to himself. I can't believe Thomas hurt him before and is up to it again. Also, I'm very bothered about the freaking Cappy Judas thing. TS was obsessed with Judas and himself being the Jesus character, more like Lucifer when I considered all that I've learned. Alright? So, that fits into every single thing that people are saying, and that's someone who actually worked in tandem with TS and also attacked me several times. You know, me just being like, yawn, one trick pony, because he always screams this, and it's like, blah, 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 blah. But here's one thing, alright? Now, everyone knows Elizabeth Varing, alright? Good news, everyone. LEO found him alive and well, just being an asshole. Alright? Elizabeth Varing. 9 hours ago, Thomas owes everyone a huge apology. See my last tweet. This is the woman who considers herself his girlfriend. His girlfriend. And now, watch this, guys. Because Tommy boy, I'm sorry, buddy. Ezekiel might not get very many views, but I do. Elizabeth Varing, the more you try to hide your fake disappearance gay op TS, the more I will tell them I had LEO find you today, and you had the dumbest excuse ever. The FBI opt your fake death because of Zelador. Wow. Fast bureaucrats. Out of the horse's mouth, guys. One of his own. One of his fucking own. The FBI opt your fake death because of Zelador. Wow. Fast bureaucrats. Now, question. Why would you end up going and doing a fake death narrative after a freaking video came in that just freaking connected you to someone? Didn't just place blame, just stated what freaking the community actually sees. Why would this come up? You know? No, I think that she's actually an actor. I think she's an actor, and I don't think it's actually Thomas. It's because she posted a video with female voice everything. Could have been a voice changer, but literally is that this doesn't seem like freaking Thomas right here. Thomas wouldn't freaking literally roast on his fucking self, guys. Like, this literally was calling him out. Elizabeth Varing. Don't know how you have the gall to show your face. You're only tweeting again because LEO found you for me, alive and safe and just being an a-hole. I tweeted it within minutes. You asked me to take it down, not blow your gay op, because the FBI arranged and approved that within a day. Okay. Law enforcement officer. LEO stands for law enforcement officer. This is someone who has been on YouTube attacking other people, and then she comes out saying that Thomas freaking literally owes everyone a freaking apology. It sounds like what I said right here. People seem to be waking up. The beautiful sound of cicadas and squirrels chatting in the wind. Put that in for a joke. Like, it's fucking the craziest fucking shit ever, man. Like, literally, friggin' was blocked, all that good stuff. And Ezekiel was the one that friggin' pointed that out. So, as you guys can see, is that everything is actually friggin', seems like it's unraveling. They're friggin' showing their hands. They're doing every single thing they can to friggin' go and threaten people, try to blow them into like a panic mode, which I'm just going to open my mouth every single thing about all this stuff, because you know what? It's like they say in the movie Serenity, where a freaking homeboy that freaking ends up dying at the end that controls freaking all the satellites and shit. You know, something happened to him. He always said, you can't stop the signal. You can't stop the signal. Too many people are now intertwined into this bullshit and know all this bullshit. And there's a lot of good people out there that are starting to talk out about this bullshit. And regardless or not, I'm going to tell you this, and I'll say it with a smile on my face. If anything ever was to happen to me, I have freaking full faith in my heart that freaking people in the community would actually do something about it, just because they're sick and tired of this stuff. Just saying. So, hey, one pawn gets freaking flicked away, another pawn freaking steps forward and acts like a fucking king. And you know what? Throughout my time in freaking Cicada Land and everything, I've came across a lot of freaking people that were just basically, you know, shadows on the wall doing the puzzle and everything, that didn't really come out and be leaders. Well, a lot of people are now coming out and starting to be leaders and freaking pointing out stuff and standing up for people, and it's a beautiful fucking thing. It's a beautiful thing, seeing all the people actually paying attention to such a horrible thing going on into a small niche community. Because honestly, guys, if you look at all the freaking people that freaking stream that do this shit professionally, right? Most of them don't even pass freaking 100 viewers on a stream and everything. I average out usually around 30 people watching on a stream. You know, our community is actually very, very small, tight-knit. But there's other freaking compartmentalized communities that these people actually utilize, one being the QAnon community. And what you guys are seeing is what I tried to tell you guys through that email that I got from Sophia Pistis and freaking Thomas when I was in the mix. QAnon and Cicada are working together. At least freaking the Thomas Cicada people are QAnon. You guys looking at QAnon, focus on the people attributed to what I'm pointing out, and you will find all the people that are freaking literally tied in to all the pedogate stuff, freaking all that shit. Any of the fucking gates. Like, these people right here, they're part of the mastermind freaking script writers of fucking that stupid shit. So, you guys want to find out QAnon and who fucking Q is, start looking into freaking all these people. You gotta think, okay, so we have a connection, freaking just some random freaking scammer, and then we have freaking people who are fucking in Hollywood, people who are freaking in high up positions and shit. Like, literally. Come on. It's all there for the fucking taking. There was a reason why we started uncovering all the stuff that freaking certain people's names started bringing up, that everyone got fucking pulled away and stopped freaking doing the whole Q thing. There was a reason that, because we were close to where the origination was. And it's not just one person. It is not just one person. It's a freaking group and collective of people. You know, I find it freaking ridiculously odd because I'm not part of your guys' QAnon shit, right? I was never part of the QAnon shit. Okay, so why is the person that attacked Lestat freaking blocking me? Why are the QAnon people blocking me? Why are everyone fucking blocking me that has anything to do with patterns that happened in the puzzle? Like War Drummer. I hope War Drummer comes on, because I've never talked to you once in my life, War Drummer. Why you block me, though, bro? You know, why your friends block me? Could it be because freaking Lestat got attacked by War Drummer and focused on it, and he was actually working with Thomas Schoenberger? That's a theory. It's a theory. You know? Able Danger, friggin', if you want to host me and or do something with me and everything, I have no problem friggin' coming out and actually stating to a community and pointing out all this fuckery. Because, like I said, is that regardless or not of if the Sam thing, there's guilt in the Sam thing, there's a lot of freaking unquestioned things that freaking family needs answering, you know? Yeah, Abel, if you have Twitter, hit me up on Twitter. And or Facebook. I mean, literally, I'll tell you straight away that my name's been all over. You guys have my freaking thing. Yeah, I have no problem. I'll do a stream. Freaking utilizing it, follower base and shit. That's no problem, man. But, honestly, this stuff needs to stop. I'm literally starting to see a lot of people freaking moving out and stating that they're noticing stuff. And I'll put my email in chat because it's already been doxed so many times. I don't care. There you go. You know, and it's like, what the hell's going on? It just totally fucked up. But I think we're really close to something, guys, and I think that everyone needs to continue freaking digging into the QAnon conspiracy and trying to figure out who's all connected, and bam, you know. But Abel, it might be tomorrow, because like I said, is I have company coming over in the next, well, let's see, what time is it? Should be here in the next, like, 15, 20 minutes and everything. Lady friend's going to tear me away from all this bullshit. But we will be in contact via email, and we'll talk some. So, there you have it, guys. That is honestly the aftermath of all of this. And we have a barrage, just a barrage of stuff that fits every single thing that other people have said as well as myself has said. And now he pulled saying that he was going to fake his death because of Zelador. Like, that's suspicious. You know? It's suspicious as hell. And literally, just no bueno, man. No bueno. In fact, Abel, I might actually get like Lestat and have Lestat on too, because he has some stuff too. And there's a couple other people that freaking have stories that they need to tell. And we've been trying to get a platform to tell all of our stories and show all of our evidence to a group of people. So it's highly appreciated, bro. But yeah, like, if you guys can, go to my Twitter, freaking follow me on Twitter, go through this stuff. If any of this stuff, if you feel as though it's pertaining to you and or a group of people, I don't, like, if you're involved in investigating the QAnon phenomenon, you're getting attacked, you see something that's freaking, that might be attributed, feel free to retweet any of the stuff, send it out. Like, the more people that actually come out and show all of this stuff and literally put the pressure on, the more they're actually freaking... Why are you blocked, JR Riggs? Did I think that you were a TS shill? What's your name? What's your name? Here, let's see. Let me go to my block list. Alright. Where is it? Privacy, safety. I really hate this new, this actual new layout right here. Like, it sucks, guys. Yeah, JR Riggs, I probably ended up blocking you by accident because, like I said, is that if people are actually connected to Thomas in any shape or form, I usually end up blocking just out of freaking, I don't want to be attributed to any of them whatsoever. But I will end up unblocking you, no problem. I just gotta find it on this new freaking setup. It's annoying. Data usage, accessibility, no, content preferences, trends, blocked accounts. Alright, so, you guys want to see a list of all my blocked accounts? Of people that freaking literally fit narrative? That I just was not, I didn't want to kick it with? Robert Remover, Rough Seas. All these people. Like all these people right here. See, as you see, I have every single person blocked. Like, that was the fake Defango TV account right there. Like, here's an old account, Thomas Schoenberger, New Light. Like, Sacred Geometry, Reptilian Hammer, like, a bunch of people. Right here, Snow White, friggin' bunch of freaking people, man. But yeah, let me go and do this real quick. No, Lestat. No, I'm gonna accept. I will end up doing a stream, but the whole thing is that with an audience of that big, I need to make sure that it's a little bit more professional and or freaking put together. So I'm gonna have to compile everything, and maybe I'll do after Lady Friend actually goes home after a couple days. I'll end up doing like maybe a 4-hour stream with White Rabbit from the Spoof Files and everything is attributed to it's in the RHO type stuff. No. Like I said, people are paying attention to this. They are freaking putting it out. You know. I mean, Lestat, you're more than welcome to come on with me if you want. And I'll just do the stream and ask questions and everything. You know, but... Lepo. Wrong again, useful idiot. Hey, Lepo, remote view me, buddy. Like, come here. Bring your sexy ass to the stream, bro. Like, show how much of a douchebag you are. You know? Crazy. Hannah, thank you for the follow. I'm following you now. Thank you for the share. Following you, Lee. There you go. But yeah, craziness, guys. So, does anyone have anything they want to bring up in the stream, in the chat? Diane, you should be in it too, honestly. I'm thinking about walking you through on how to make a Discord so I can have you join it. Abel Danger would have to answer that himself, since he was actually stating that he was willing to use a stream. I don't think that would be the case. Of course, when I stream and everything like that, I use VPN, all that good shit, so... See... All it takes is a question, guys. Like, if you think that freaking... Just ask people something. Able Danger just went, no! He does not want to be attributed to this stuff because this shit is nutso. Like, it's craziness. Now, I also wanted to bring up one thing. I don't know if Truth Convoy is in here. Truth Convoy, if you're watching this, I'd like you to speak up in chat, please. Just so I know that you're actually listening and everything. A couple days ago, you put out a video stating that Thomas tried to get me and you on a 3-way call. I have never once talked to you in a voice call setting. I have never really reached out to you until Donna Marie Emerald, or whatever her name was, friggin' came to me with your narrative. That was the first time I actually emailed you. Alright, now, I have all the emails attributed to Thomas, and he did try to invoke us talking, but I ignored it. And I can literally go through my emails and prove that I ignored it, and I literally didn't reply. So, yeah. I would appreciate it if you would leave me out of your streams, Like, I do not say anything wrong about you. In fact, I stood up for you to Donna, resulting in Donna flipping on me because I reached out to you. You know, I understand that you've went through a lot of harrowing things in your life. You know, you've been bugged, you've been attacked, and you've been freaking literally targeted by so many different people just making fun of you, all that stuff. I think what you do with your tarot cards and everything in your streams, pretty cool. You know, not many older women actually have the courage to get up on screen and camera and say, hey, you know, this is me, take it or leave it, everything. So, literally, please don't try to paint me into a bad light, because I keep everything. I have messages from 2009. I have every single message I've ever sent freaking online. I don't delete anything. Nothing. Every single thing that I've ever said online, I have. Not many people can say that. But internet's a dangerous place. People like these go around and freaking slander you. It's really wise to never delete anything. Like, we wouldn't have came up with these conclusions if, say, Sam's friend did what Sam said to do, delete these messages. And that's the thing with anonymity, is that it's a dual-edged sword. Now, can you do good with being anonymous? Yes, but you can do very, very bad things too, man. These people are gonna freaking get your freaking rights taken away over time, guys. It might not be freaking this year, it might not be next year, but freaking 10 years down the road, people like this are going to freaking take away your fucking freedom. Well, Lestat, Jesse stated that he would work with us trying to figure out how to get on stream. I recall him saying that. And Diane Nordstrom, I'm pretty sure, would come on and everything. I have no idea why they wouldn't come out and say, hey, friggin', let's do this, Lestat, since you did come out. But I've already said that about this subject, like, I'm not focused on anything else. Like, I don't care about the drama between Defango. I don't care about friggin' the drama between any of the community. I care about the people getting hurt that are being focused by this freaking malicious group of people, because they're the ones doing the most damage. And I think that all of us will end up getting together very, very soon. Well, I don't get involved with that, Hannah, because I've learned to listen to the community that's surrounding me. And a lot of people have gave me a heads up, stay away from that part. You know, stay away from that group. So I really don't deal with the whole Monty thing. If I focus on too many things at once, then it'll be a lot more confusing. So I kind of focus on one thing, and then when I get enough thing, then I'll look into another thing and then build up on it. But I just think that people need to just, be aware. They need to go out, voice their opinions. Don't be afraid of being attacked. The whole thing is that freaking, if you get attacked, you have a bunch of other people getting attacked, so you're not alone. So scream to the skies, be like, fuck you guys. Straight up, man. Just be like, fuck y'all. Because this is bullshit. Yeah, I never understood the whole LARP thing, Asana. Like, I came into the community and I just did the puzzle, and, you know, people talked about LARPs, and I didn't pay attention. You know, didn't pay attention. It was more so, I'm having fun with this puzzle. It's passing my time. I'm learning stuff. Press on. I stayed out of that aspect, you know. And then once I came into Twitter, I'm connected with everyone, and then suddenly everyone calls me a LARPer. And like I said, is that I never was on Twitter before freaking all this stuff. Yeah, Diane Nordstrom, what you would have to do is you'd have to download Discord and or another voice chat program, and we would make a server, have you, Jesse, yourself, Lestat, me, Defango. Freaking, I am actually extending an offer to Nathan Lift the Veil. Freaking, considering he has been targeted as well. I know that Nathan has worked in the past with Thomas, but now he's having trouble because he's literally freaking rolling around. Who knows if it's real or not? Don't know. But anyone who's been targeted in the YouTube community, like, you guys go to Lord Squirrely, message me, and it doesn't matter if it takes like 3-4 days to freaking get everyone set up where we can pick a good time to just jump on for like an hour or so and have everyone on. But I think that that would actually be a very good step to, well, healing, I guess you could say, is because, one, the stream itself would be therapeutic. Two, you would be helping other people spread a source of information to show how manipulative individuals online utilize mind game psyops as well as psychological warfare against the weak. And then when they come against someone who is actually psychologically strong, who has been through some shit in his life, then suddenly they just go all apeshit. Well, I could teach you how to use it, Diane. I can have a conversation with you on the phone, walk you through it. That's totally fine. But, literally, fucking Freddy, he would be invited too. Like, I've been in contact on the comments on his videos back and forth. Like, I've seen some of the stuff. He's been attacked. Like, this is an invitation to everyone, honestly, who's been attacked. Billy Martin, if you want to freaking jump on to, like, 60,000 subscribers, all of us, tell our story and freaking get it shared into the ether and freaking get people to know about what's going on in this small community and shit. Because, one, I'm going to tell you this, is that I have not seen one person besides freaking this group of people utilize death threats. And when you go to death threats, that is a fucked up thing. That shows that you're losing freaking rope, man. You're literally trying to climb the rope and that fire's coming right on your ass and you're climbing and suddenly wham, bam, fall. You know? And I'd like to freaking get anyone attributed in. So that would be the plan at this point in time, is to reach out, and anyone who's watching the stream, if you know anyone who's actually been affected, lead them over to this channel, have them see the videos, everything like that, and tell them to get a hold of me, and I'll set up something. Does that sound good, guys? Got a message. Oh, someone hit me up, friggin' real life, and might be an emergency. Yeah, Sherry, like, if you have a small contribution, I know that your father was attacked in a malicious way and or slandered in a malicious way to the point where they utilized your information. And it just, I think that if there's a solid group of people with evidence of the gang stalking and or freaking fuckery, that more people are going to listen and be like, we need to look into this shit. Because right now what we have is, we have me, Defango, Lestat, Billy Martin, and several other people coming out and being like, this is what happened. But we're solo, and we have different subscriber bases, and some of us have the same subscribers. But, like, all of us need to, like, band together and just do one grand stream, like a giant hangout, and basically utilize the talking function where one person gets the floor at a time and we go through our exact stories. Yeah, I saw that video, Sherry. If you want, do you Do you want to link that video in chat and I'll show it on stream so people who are actually new can see that this actually did happen to you guys? I mean, that's if Defanged doesn't mind me putting something of his on my stream. Yeah, Hannah Bananas, like, I totally agree with that, is that it's time for the victims of this freaking mass charade of false prophesizing and freaking crazy conspiracy to freaking literally jump up and be like, you know, hey, look at the freaking, like, Me Too movement that freaking happened, guys. People going around saying Me Too, like, it could be a freaking, play off that or something. God. Because all this guy is doing is freaking honestly going around psychologically raping people, man. There's my email again, guys. Like, literally, freaking craziest thing. Now let's go to notifications, see if anything new. Oh! Jesse, doing the shake my head face palm.
Private investigators are a necessity of our times. I will not provide personal details here, but will if required. You may wish I haven't asked, though.
Now, if you think about it and everything, that's what I've been doing, is investigating, except for every single time these guys actually push a narrative, they say they have stuff, but they don't show it, where I just come up. Alright, sun shining, I'll end up talking to you after stream. Pretty sure I can jump in for a little bit. You know. Now, Lestat, let's see, Lestat. Yeah, actually, that could be a stream too. Like, we could do a compilation stream where all of us, because all of us have cell phones, obviously, right? So, anyone who's actually been attacked by this group of people, like, here's a little homework assignment, alright? Take your cell phone, go outside into the beautiful freaking weather outside, go for a walk, and try to create a 5 to 10 minute video explaining what happened, how you were targeted, and all that good stuff. What happened is that after you're done creating said videos, send them to me. I will forward them to Lestat. He can make a video of all of us telling our stories, and then we can actually have that uploaded on all the channels. Not to mention, we can also do it live stream as well, with kind of like a deep dive and catching people up. Does that sound like a good idea? Let me know in chat, guys. Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. Horrible freaking habit, guys, the smoking aspect. So, you know, out of respect for friggin' Sam, once again, I'm gonna play something. I know you guys have seen this a lot, but I want you to analyze and literally pay attention.
Hey guys, never done a live stream before, but I felt like this was something that I needed to do.
1 minute. And this is exactly how I feel, is that I felt like this is something I needed to do out of respect for my friend, who I talked about and learned a lot with, who taught so many different other people. Alright? That's why I'm doing this. It's because people deserve answers.
Hey guys, never done a live stream before, but I felt like this was something that I needed to do. Kind of talk about and kind of let people know.
Alright, Sunshining, I'll take a look at it.
A good friend of mine on Facebook known as Demetrius Jordan, in real life,
Might be a little later
Samuel
tonight,
Fullerton,
though. Like
one
I
of my-
said, since I have
one of my best
people.
friends, a brother of mine. Last Thursday, passed away, and I just wanted to give some background information because, you know, it's all over the news. It's on CNN, it's on ABC, it's pretty much everywhere, and so I just kind of wanted to give a backstory and let you know who Sam really was, because he wasn't the person that does the thing that he did. He was a good man. He had a good heart. I mean, my kids called him Uncle Sam, you know. He was a great person. But Sam his life had gone downhill the last few years. You know, he had his house burned down about 2 years ago. And, you know, from that point on, things just kind of got worse and worse. He was in a pretty dark place whenever all this happened. You know, he had lost not only his house, but the place that he was living. He got evicted from, or kicked out, or he had some issues. And Sam had his demons. You know, he in no means was a perfect person, but the person that I knew would have given you the shirt off of his back, you know. Anyways, there's a lot of different news stories out there, a lot of different things saying what happened, this and that happened. So I just kind of wanted to let people know his psychological state. And, you know, my heart goes out to Officer Stevens. You know, it was a senseless death. It's something that should have never happened. You know, it's something that, me looking back, if I would have helped him, if I would have done a little bit more for him, if I would have reached out, you know, maybe I could have prevented it. And so that's the biggest takeaway that I'm trying to derive some kind of meaning from this, is that there are people that are close to us that are in a dark, dark place, and, you know, and we think they're okay, and they say things, and we don't take it seriously. We think, well, maybe they'll be all right. You know, this is Sam. This is something that he says. You know, some of the last videos, some of the last things that he posted on Facebook, and some of the last things that he sent to me, were things saying, you know, I asked him how he was doing, and he said, you know, man, just waiting to die. And I was like, God, well, man, do you want to come over? You know, he's like, no, I can't. He's like, life's pretty much hell right now. I can't shower. I'm not decent. I can't go anywhere. And you know, and you know, at that point, I should have gone to him. I should have said something. I should have done something better, but I didn't. And so that's what I'm trying to take away from this. You know, Sam didn't go to the doctor. He didn't go anywhere as far as getting psychological help, which he desperately needed. He, you know, on any given day, especially recently, he was more paranoid, I feel like, than he's ever been in the past. You know, he was, you know, some of the last things he said to me was that he didn't. He said that he was like, well, there's a silver lining to everything, man. He said, right now I'm kind of malnourished and I'm not eating anything, but I'm losing my baby fat. So, anyways, what I can tell as of what happened, talking to the people that were actually there and gathering as much information as I can, you know, Sam and his girlfriend had gotten into some kind of domestic dispute, and her family was worried about her, so they called for a wellness check. And I'm not sure of the official story yet. I know they haven't really released a police report exactly, so all we're going off of right now is things that the news channels have reported, which are all variations of the same story. But apparently the cops showed up for the wellness check, and before they could even make it to the house, Sam opened fire. And that's the story that I've got right now. But until I talk to, the people that were actually there, which the only other person that was actually there was his girlfriend Erica, then I don't know exactly what happened. But I just want to let people know that this man wasn't a violent person. He wasn't somebody that went out of his way to hurt anybody.
With Erica's father.
He was a really sick man, at the end of the day. After everything had gone down, after everything that he'd been through, he had very little family, and he was just in a bad situation. And if you have a friend like that, if you have somebody and you see them posting these things and you can see the signs, even though you feel like you might be intrusive or you might be being too forceful with it, I'd urge you to get them help, whatever it takes. Because if I would have done something, whatever it took, whenever I saw the signs of paranoia, and I saw, because he was afraid of the police. He told me on several occasions that, things like, the police are going to kill me, and and he was afraid. He was genuinely paranoid and about these things. And I told him, man, no, they're not. You just talk to people and talk with them without that fear. And I really think that he created a self-fulfilling prophecy. He was he was connected with some pretty dark people that weren't helping. If he was psychotic or if he was schizophrenic at the time, which I believe 100% that he was, they were not helping the situation. And I'd like to, and I'm setting up to speak with the police next week to actually give them more information, as much as I can anyways, on Sam's character and who he really was. But there's a side of the story that'll never be covered in the media, and that's Sam's side, and it's not a good one. It's this is a tale of suffering all the way around. It's something that should have never happened. It's something that I feel like we as a society could have prevented, and that I as an individual could have prevented, but you can't do anything about it now. So I'm just trying to make meaning of it. But I just wanted to let people know that this man was not a bad man. He was there. He laughed with my kids. I would have trusted him with my life. He was not a bad person in the least bit. He was a sick person, who at the end of the day let that sickness consume him, rather than getting help, rather than getting out of the place that he was at. He let it come to chaos at the very end, and that's something that I never want to see happen. And we have enough death and hurt in the world, and to see it hit so close to home and affect everyone that I know and love, it's really a painful and tragic thing. But my love and heart goes out to his family, and the family of the fallen officer, Officer Stevens, who was doing his job protecting people like he should have been. And that's something that I wish had never happened, and hopefully we can do something for each other, and I can be a better individual and be a better friend in the future, that I don't have to let it happen again. You guys have a great night.
Now, like I said, is that this man cared about his friend. And I will take a look at all of that sunshining, and I will add it to the collection of documents and research based on what's going on with all this stuff. Like I said, though, is that I will have company tonight. So if it's not tonight, I will be in contact with you, and I promise you that, all right? I've ran into Nana07 before, and she never gave me any trouble on any of my streams. She was nice to me. Like, she stayed away from my streams and all that stuff, and when she did come in, she was really nice. Now, like I said, though, is that there's a lot of people in this group that do not get the fact that they're being manipulated. It's because most of these people are actually lonely. They need friends and everything. And if TS docks to Nana, then send her my way and tell her to do the same thing. The story, it doesn't matter if it's actually voice or video, guys. If you're not comfortable using your face in video, don't worry about it. Just do voice, all that good stuff. Yeah. Thank you very much, Abel. Friggin' literally just yeah. But yeah, you can delete your own stream comments, Abel. It only comes up in the transcripts with the Streamlabs and everything. So I'll have it, but no, yeah. But yeah, guys. So that's the clusterfuck of shit that's been going on lately. And Isaac, hey guys, Isaac's actually a friend of mine who helped me run the Facebook group. Like, he was an admin with me, and he knew Jared, he knew all of them. So say hi to him. He's a good guy, man. Freaking one of the best guys I've ever met. Smart motherfucker. No, don't feel called out, Isaac. For real, man. Like, this shit's freaking crazy, brother. But no, I might call you out, Isaac, just for once. Now, Isaac, did I ever do anything inappropriate in the Facebook group? And Fozzie was part of the Facebook group too. He can answer this question too. Fozzie and Isaac, did I ever do anything inappropriate in the Facebook group? No. All I did, share books, materials, research reports. That's it. That's it. Yeah. So where is this freaking whole narrative coming, saying that I was some sort of freaking horrible, horrible Facebook group person when, God, man. Crazy. Oh my gosh. Yeah, they, Hannah Banana, that's one of their things, is that they try to pull people away from each other by utilizing narrative to say, oh, someone doxed this person and that person, this person's going after them. And it's part of the reason why I question the fact of Sam figuring out about his burned house and finding the people. Yeah, Isaac, the group was always about helping each other and trying to learn and grow as a community and finding a reason to learn and expand through. You know, that's exactly what it was. I wouldn't have went through all the discords, getting freaking trolled like a mofo, trying to unite the solvers, if that wasn't what was happening. So, literally, all this shit that these people are saying about me, totally slanderous lies. I'm comfortable with saying this. Freaking because I know it's true. None of these people freaking are affecting me in that manner where they think that they are affecting me, which, no, I come on here and it's just more so I feel that I need to give more information. This stream was not a trigger. This stream was nothing. This was me coming out and saying, wow, you guys are fucked up. Simple. You know? And Isaac, I think that's a lot of the reason why a lot of people are there, and that's why a lot of us have stayed and remained friends throughout even this whole shenanigans thing. Like, most of us are like, wow, what the fuck did we get into? Because we're just random friggin' nobodies that was like, oh, cool, a cool puzzle that we can figure out and that everyone's having trouble with, so let's see if we can figure it out. And then suddenly, I just freaking bypass and say, oh, fuck solving the puzzle, let's figure out who everyone is. And then suddenly, I guess I solved the puzzle because I figured out who everyone was. God. Shit. But, literally, let's see, how long is this stream? We're at 2 hours and 5 minutes, pretty much. So, I think that what I'm going to do is I'm going to get off of here, and I'm going to take a nice hot shower, listen to some really kick-ass tunes, play about maybe 30 minutes of Minecraft, and wait for my actual people to get here. You're trying to figure out who you are, so there's that. Walls. Like, they keep on freaking putting me. They keep on putting me as all these alts, and they're not me. So, crazy, crazy, crazy. Fudge, man. Like, but thank you very much for listening to me ramble and or anything. Like I said, is that I was kind of doing a play off of what Thomas said. He said that I was monetized. My channel is not monetized, but you know what? Out of spite of Thomas, I posted up a fucking PayPal link. Let him read and freaking create narratives and shit. Wham bam. You know, don't feel obligated to freaking put anything in it. It's more so just standing there. Because these people are douchebags, you know? Huh? These people are douchebags. But much love to everyone. And much love to you, Sherry, Fozzie, Isaac, Sunshining, Hannah Bananas, Sugar Shine, Abel, and every single person, like Bridget, Movie Star Memories, Lestat, all of you wonderful motherfuckers. Much love. Be good out there. Don't let the gang stalkers bite. And just know that you're not alone. Alright, love y'all. You have a good one.